If you discover electrical mistakes in your new home construction, especially those that appear deliberate, several avenues exist for reporting these issues even without local electrical inspections. Firstly, contact the local building permit issuing agency. While they may not conduct electrical inspections, they might possess oversight or reporting procedures for construction-related problems. Secondly, reach out to state licensing authorities, specifically the Illinois Department of Labor, or EIDL. The EIDL licenses electricians in Illinois and offers a complaint process for electrical workers who violate licensing laws or regulations. A complaint form is available on their website. Thirdly, the Illinois Commerce Commission, or IC, regulates public utilities, including electrical service providers. They might offer resources or recommendations for reporting electrical safety concerns. Fourthly, consider professional regulatory organizations like the National Electrical Contractors Association, or NECA. NECA is a professional organization for electrical contractors, and their local chapters may provide guidance or assistance in reporting unethical or unsafe electrical practices. Fifthly, the International Association of Electrical Inspectors, or IE, is a professional organization for electrical inspectors, and their local chapters might offer relevant information or resources. Sixthly, federal agencies like the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, enforce workplace safety regulations and may investigate electrical safety concerns, particularly if an imminent hazard to employees exists. Seventhly, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, or CPSC, regulates consumer products, including electrical appliances and materials, and may provide resources for reporting electrical safety issues. To strengthen your case, document all electrical issues meticulously, including photos, videos, and written descriptions. Gather any evidence you possess, such as purchase receipts for electrical materials or correspondence with the electrician. Be prepared to provide specific examples of violations of electrical codes or regulations. Inform your local utility provider about the situation and request an electrical inspection. Some specific code violations mentioned include number 14 wire on 20 amp breakers. According to the National Electrical Code, number 14 American wire gauge, or ALC, copper wire is typically rated for a maximum of a current protection of 15 amps. Using it on a 20 amp breaker is a violation because the wire could overheat and create a fire hazard before the breaker trips. The NEC Table 310.15b16 and related ampacity tables dictate the allowable ampacities of conductors based on insulation type and temperature rating. No 20 amp branch circuit in the dining room could be a violation if the electrical needs of the dining room require such a circuit. The NEC specifies requirements for the number and type of circuits required in certain areas of a home based on anticipated loads. No ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, on outside receptacles is a violation of NEC requirements. The NEC mandates GFCI protection for receptacles in damp or wet locations such as outdoors to protect against electric shock. Typically, this requirement is found in NEC section 210.8. No grounding of metal boxes is a violation. Metal boxes must be grounded to provide a path for fault current, which helps to trip the circuit breaker in case of a fault and prevents the metal box from becoming energized. This is typically covered in NEC sections 250.146 and 250.148. No ground-on-ground pull on switches is a violation. Switches must have a grounding connection to ensure safety and provide a path for fault current. This requirement is found in NEC section 404.9. Each of these violations should be documented with specific information about the location and nature of the problem. For the wire gauge issue, provide photos showing the wire size and the breaker rating. For the absence of a 20 amp circuit, document the existing circuits and their ratings. For GFCI issues, indicate which outdoor receptacles lack GFCI protection. For grounding problems, show how the metal boxes and switches are not properly grounded. The Illinois Department of Labor has the authority to investigate complaints against licensed electricians who violate electrical codes. The adult complaint form requires specific information about the electrician, the location of the work, and a detailed description of the violations. Be sure to include all relevant documentation and evidence with your complaint. The Illinois Commerce Commission may not directly handle code violations, but they can provide guidance on electrical safety issues and may be able to direct you to the appropriate resources. NECA and IE may offer assistance or guidance, especially if the electrician is a member of either organization. While OSHA primarily deals with workplace safety, they may become involved if the electrical violations pose a hazard to workers during the construction process. The CPSC might be relevant if the violations involve defective electrical products or materials. Always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code for specific requirements and regulations. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's essential to refer to the most current version adopted by the state of Illinois. Remember that documenting everything thoroughly and providing clear evidence of the violations is crucial for a successful complaint. The local utility provider may also be able to offer assistance in identifying and correcting the electrical issues.